Hi guys, every December I tackle a project here on the farm and I try to finish it. It's when I take my annual leave and I try to finish it during December. And this year I was going to fix my mum's roof. She had a problem with leaks, and December by us is middle of summer and it's dry season and all that, so it's the perfect time to work on a project like the roof. But then we ran into another snag, which was more immediate and far more dire. We didn't have water anymore. You will recall from a previous video that I separated the garden water and the house water, so we had two different tanks and different pumps and everything. Well, the house was okay. It still had water, but we weren't getting water from up here, from the tank and from the borehole down there, and we didn't know what the heck was going on. So the first thing I thought that could be wrong, I thought would be the pump, because you could hear the pump running, going wong wong wong, but there was no water coming out. Let me go show you the pump. So I got a new pump, right? No change to the water. Then I figured it must be this thing, the filter, and I replaced that. There's the old filter. Still, I think, still full of the sand that is part of the filter, and I thought this is going to fix it. No change. That was almost 3 grand. This was 3 and a bit, 3,000 something. So we're looking at 7,000 rand just here between these two things. Yeah. Then the borehole stopped working completely. This is the borehole. The bucket is just there to keep water off of so when it rains that they don't get water on the electronics. This thing goes down like, I don't know, 80 meters or so into the ground. I'm going to see if I still have some of the footage of the day when we had to remove this and when it was replaced again. So that whole thing had to be cut open at the top and this disconnected that side and then dragged out here all the way up there through the fruit forest before you could get to the actual pump, and the pump had broken. So you will recall from a previous video, my son-in-law, Reno, the one of the elephant balls. Go and look up that one, The Art of Manliness. He then organized, because he works with these things. He then organized somehow that we got a replacement, or they fixed it, or I don't even know. I was so despondent at that time. I thought now the problem will be solved. No, it wasn't solved. Let's go back to the tanks. So my mom came and called me one day and said, we have a problem. There's almost no water. I came up here, and let me turn the camera around. I came here to the tank. This is 5,000 liters each. I came here to the tank and this thing was full. I listened and it was full. But there was no water coming out. The pump was running. I asked ChatGPT, is the filter maybe inadequate? It said the filter is perfect. When did you last clean the tank? That was the question it then asked. And I realized we'd never cleaned the tank. We'd never cleaned this tank ever. And this thing has been here for, I don't know, 15 years? Thereabouts, 15 years? We'd never cleaned it. So I opened the pipe up there. And this thing, remember, this thing was full. So it should be gushing out. There's nothing that stops it. From the tank, that stopcock was open. There's nothing that stops it. It should have gushed out. And when I opened that pipe there, a tiny little stream was coming out. And that's when I realized the problem wasn't the filter. The filter was doing its job. The problem wasn't the pump. The pump was doing its job. The borehole had been replaced. The pump, at least, had been replaced. The problem was here. So I asked my gardener if he can swim, and he said, yeah. I said, well, you just got yourself into a whole heap of trouble, man. You're going to have to get into this tank. And he did. And he told me when he got into the tank, so we let the tank then run out overnight, so there was only about maybe hip high water in there. We put a ladder up here. He got in with a broom, one of those big old heavy, thick, bristly old yard brooms, and he started scrubbing the bottom here. I took that pipe, I took it, let me show you where I took it off. I removed the pipe over here, almost no water came out, and we started, I shoved a, a threaded rod down. First I picked that thing up and I just shoved the threaded rod in there and just a piece of hose pipe or something that I had lying around here, and a lot of crap came out. I think I still have footage of the day. I'm going to put it in here. And then finally we managed to get the whole tank clean. And that's when I replaced all of these pipes. He cleaned this tank, and thank you, Gene. You did a fantastic job. Cleaned this tank. He cleaned that tank. So he spent most of that day inside the tanks. After that, I decided, well, might as well go whole hog. Tanks are as good as new. They are now clean. New borehole pump, new water pump, new swimming pool filter, sand filter. Tanks are good. What about the pipes? And I replaced all of these pipes, all the way around. Those were the old pipes. This is the new stuff. Replaced them all the way from the two tanks that lead one to the other, and brought them up to the swimming pool filter, and then from the filter took them down to the pump, and then from the pump it goes with normal 20 millimeter or 22 millimeter, whatever, polycop down to the garden. And you'll see, because we thought that the problem was with somewhere in here that they were sucking air in, we've got a whole bunch of air release valves, and I don't think you've ever seen as many as these. 4 of them. Where's number 4? They're behind that little bush, hiding there, because he knows he's now useless. I then also replaced the pipe. Maybe I should go down to the tank, to the borehole, and go and show you there. So back at the borehole, this was the original pipe. This is, I think it was a class 6. It's the thick, heavy one. I also replaced it with a class 6, 32 millimeters, I think it is. But first, before we talk about the new one, let me show you the old one. The old one came here from the borehole, and it went up the hill there, right there to the corner where you see the telephone pole. And then it went all the way up. Let me go show you where it goes under the driveway, and then I'll take you through the rest. Right, so I was down there just now, and the pipe comes up through here, and there you see it going. This is our driveway, and then it goes up there, and it goes over there, and then it goes there by the grapes, comes up here, there you see a piece, goes over there, and then it goes over there, all the way under the road once again, under the road right over there, and then it went up to the tank. That pipe had been there for like the last, I don't know, 20 odd years, I don't know. When my parents moved here, my stepdad was advised by someone to just use that pipe, which was the existing pipe. They found it apparently on the property. I wasn't here at the time. The pipe was okay, it worked, except that every once in a while the garden services would puncture it when they came to cut the grass. And it had been in the sun for so long that it was really getting old. And so I thought, well, in that case, maybe what I should do is to replace it. And that's when I went and I bought a 100-meter roll, and it was just enough. There was only a couple of meters left. It was like almost bespoke for this specific task. And so what we did was we then replaced that pipe. I laid the new pipe down, and let me show you. So there's the new pipe going down here. It's been buried, and let's get up there. Okay, here it comes, here past the chicken coop. Here's the chicken coop. Right, and here it comes, and into the tank it goes. Okay, guys. So what I have here is just a Google Earth map. The blue little four-pointed star at the left, that is the borehole. The green circle at the top right, that is the tank. The red path was the old pipe. That was the route that the old pipe took. As you can see, pretty much in a straight line to the gate, and then under the driveway, and then next to the fence, and then again under the driveway, and then finally to the tank. The green one is the new pipe, which cuts that travel time by probably by a third or so. Saved a lot of pipe, and it's far more logical to use that to use that route. None of these things needed to be replaced. I could have saved weeks of effort and actually fixed the roof. You see down there, sticking out behind the trees, I could actually have fixed that roof. Instead of spending all this time and money and effort, and it was just such a lot of hassle. ChatGPT said these things need to be cleaned every 6 months. I didn't know that. No one told me that. I didn't know that. In hindsight, I should have known it. Should have just used my brains, but I didn't think about it. And partly because I guess I seldom see these tanks. They're out of sight, and then they're out of mind. So we've decided what we're going to do with these tanks is every 3 months, when there's an equinox or a solstice, when other people go up on the mountain and go and dance naked on the mountain, we're going to get someone to get semi-naked and climb in here and brush out these things and fix them. So brand new water system. Let me go show you the results. Now we can do this. Mission accomplished. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this, remember to like and subscribe. Bye.